that, never gotta sweet that. You can bet that, never gotta sweet that. I'll be the rubber, baby, you'll be the match. I won't be a few. Boom, painter, baby, you can be the mute. I'm the reporter, baby, you can be the news. I got a cigarette, and I'm the smoker. We raise a bet, is you the joker?
Chit chat with cutie, that's what they said, yep.
Chit chat with QT was killing.
Chit chat with QT for all of this tea.
What's up, cuties? Thank you guys so much for joining me for another video. While you're here, please make sure to like the video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. As you guys know, the views that I discuss are my own personal opinions and everything is alleged. Have you guys seen the videos of Kimora, Lee Simmons, and her daughter Aoki putting Russell Simmons on blast? Now, this started yesterday on Father's Day, and Ming Lee, the oldest daughter between Kimora and Russell, posted a picture of her mom and she said, "Happy Father's Day." She got a little slack, and I'm not sure if that's the reason why Aoki and Kimora came out, but they are accusing Russell Simmons of mental cruelty. They believe that something is going on with him, could be dementia, but they said he is very, very cruel. He's called and threatened grandmothers and kids and everything else. Now, what I know about Russell is allegedly he fled the country and is currently living in Bali. And the reason why, again, this is all alleged, is because he was going to be facing similar charges like, let's say, Bill Cosby. So yeah, Russell fled to Bali. He's been living over there for years. He's claiming that he's broke. They said that Aoki, the daughter, said that he cut her and her sister off just recently, right before they graduated from college. But anyway, I want you guys to take a look at the videos. I'm going to stick a couple of the messages at the end that Aoki puts, and then I'll be back at the end with a little more commentary. So the videos that you will see is Aoki first and then Kimora. And I do want you guys to, once you're finished watching, drop down in the comments, let me know your thoughts on Russell Simmons. Russell has always given me creep vibes, for real. But take a look, and I'll be back at the end.
He sent someone at the middle of the night to, take her some papers to, sign away her inheritance or whatever. And then she was like, should I be signing this? And I was like, what? He, sends people to threaten her. And you know Ming is a calm person. No, please stop with the bullshit about I hope you find peace and privacy and this is venting. I have been dealing with this my whole life. This is not new. It's not new drama. I already live in the drama, so now I'm just sharing. This is not... There's no therapy you can go to with someone who weaponizes the fact that you don't want to go public, right? Because when he posts something and then I don't respond, because I'm like, I don't want to have drama. And so he's been weaponizing that we don't want to... have drama. I'm not... I care about my family. I don't like to have this out there. But he uses that against you. Well, what are you going to do about it? You're not going to say something. So now I'm saying something. And if you're going to say one more thing about, you should be in private in therapy, get off, please. Because I'm telling you, he uses that against me and I'm not going to have it. And my sister and my mother, and I'm not going to have it. And he's going to spin the whole narrative about, your mom turned you against me. I am very independent-minded. You can ask my mom. She has an issue with me every day since I was 4. I want to cut my hair. I want to move out. I want to do this. And she's like, we negotiate all the time. I'm not the type to whatever you say, mommy. I'm kind of an independent individual in that way. She would know. She raised me. It was a lot of work. So he's going to say, she's not with me. I'm in New York. Like I said, staying with a friend because he will not even give me $100 for rent, which is fine. I'm saving. But all that money you're crying, he doesn't give me $1. Not that you need it, you know. People work. People are 18, 20. They don't have parental support. My mom supports me. Yeah. But that's all I really have to say, I guess. I think I covered all the points. It's been many years, so don't tell me this is just drama that just started. I've been living in it. It's been terribly directed at the children. It's not like I could just stay out of it. We tried. I would be in school, living, happy Father's Day, happy Mother's Day, and my mom, if I asked a question, she'd be like, this is not your concern. But anytime I allowed him into my life, even to have lunch, he would start yelling about tell your mom to do that. And I was like, I can't, what? Cursing, saying terrible words. If you don't agree with him immediately, it's immediately cursed out, foul things. Like, if you don't immediately say, oh my God, I hate my mother too, like, you're in trouble. So, don't tell me this just started. I don't really care if I seem crazy, because I know that I'm not. And like I said, I will release every email. I'll release my entire WhatsApp log, because I have behaved as well as I could have at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have behaved as well as I could. Please give me some space. I don't want to talk about that. Well, I don't want to hear you say that about my mom. Could you please stop? Please don't call my friends. Please don't call my boyfriend. Please don't call my friends at school. Please don't DM my friends at school on Instagram to harass me. Please don't threaten my job. Please don't send people to threaten my sister. I've done the best I possibly could. And I mean that. On my own. It's not, because he and my mom have had disagreements. I'm not involved in them. But he forces me to be involved. Even now, he'll say I didn't want drama. I have texts of him saying, go on live. No one will believe you. Do it. Go ahead. Nobody cares. Fine, let's go then. Go on live. See if anyone believes you. I'm Russell Simmons. See who believes you. So, you know. I did also want to come on here and say that I can't, between a lot of people who are close to him and who have experienced how he has, just lashed out at anyone he can and completely changed the person that he is, a lot of us feel like maybe something was wrong, mentally, I don't know. He's older, I don't know, but he has completely changed. I will come on here and talk about whatever I want, because it's my life and I'm the one suffering. So, he has completely changed. The couple texts I just had, those are only the beginning. I'm gonna go through them if he's gonna, I don't want to post a ton. But if he tries to say that, it's not happening, I have screen recordings, I have voice memos of things that it doesn't sound like a human being. He's, shrieking and yelling, and, he sounds, possessed. So, I will say, I'm not even sure if it's, to his credit, but the best explanation I have is something mental going on, because I used to be very close to my dad. He used to be a good co-parent, close with my mom, my stepdad. He was his godfather to my little brothers. We all went on vacation together every year, very close, well after the divorce. Everyone was really happy. When he had business ventures, my mom would invest in them, good friends. He'd come stay with us, we'd come stay there, all the time, everyone together. And then really he suddenly just decided that if we don't agree, it's, oh, you're all bitches like your mother, I hate you, all these fucking bitches are the same. Oh my, he's just a different person. He has looked me in the eye and I've been like, I need help. I was in Greece doing the camp and I was like, you cut off my debit card. I only got couple $100 a month as a minor. And I was like, I'm in a foreign country and my debit card won't work. I can't even add money to it. Can you help me? And he was just like, no, I sure hope that you don't die on the streets of Thessaloniki. And I was like, no, like, I'm really stranded out here. I need help. And he's like, well, maybe you should ask your mother not to sue me. And I'm like, you're suing her. And he's like, well, maybe when you bitches decide you're gonna, like, be reasonable, I'll help you. And I'm like, this is unsafe. It's nighttime. What? You cut me off out of nowhere. And he did it, like, on purpose. He was like, oh, enjoy camp. I put, like, you're good to go. I put money on your car. And then he cut it off when I landed. So I'd be stranded. My mom helped me. It was fine. Worse things have happened. I'm just saying, he'll, like, look me in the eye and be like, well, maybe when you bitches decide to, like, threatening me. So I felt that was important to include, because if we do continue to get into it, and some of the things that I post are going to look crazy, and I agree, they're crazy, and it would honestly make me feel better if something was severely wrong, because this is just not the father that I know, or the father that I've had. You know, like, to this day, I would never let a man talk any kind of way to me, because my dad was always good to me, and then he just completely changed. So I just want to include that it could be that, and I don't know his mental situation, but, like, he used to do kind of crazy stuff, and then say he had COVID, so we'd all call him, or if we'd say, hey, I need some space, because all you do is tell me how awful I am, and how I have my mom's awful, shitty, bitch-ass cunt genetics. So, hey, like, I'm in school, and can you not harass me when I'm in school? He wasn't paying for school, by the way. Can you not harass me?
We'll go and rant and rave. It's funny, though, how this particular person in question, because I could go in on a few of them, one by one. But it's funny how this particular person, if you, again, go look back, you'll see on their page that they post all these pictures like we're together, like we're friends. They've even posted pictures and then said, like, I just got off the phone with my kids. They sent me this great picture. None of that's true. I like receipts. So, of course, I have text messages. I have messages from all my kids. You know, you can go and see. I think the bottom line, like probably the breaking point for all of this was over the past many months when their dad just sort of cut them off. He was contributing a little bit of cash to their, like, monthly, you know, college spending, not much, a couple $100 probably, maybe $500. Maybe, you know, and I never get into this. I usually let people go and rant. One day, he just kind of cut the kids off. There was no more money coming in, no more, like, allowance, quote unquote allowance. I think he probably did that just to double up the expenses on me, which is no problem. I stepped up, I did it. But when he did this, it was around just before finals and graduation. It was some months ago, just before finals and graduation. And he did it without telling the kids or talking to the kids or anything. He did it, it's funny, after he did an interview with, I heard some clips from an interview with this young man. I don't know if I see him a lot. I think his name is Academic or DJ Academic. Oh, happy Juneteenth, you guys. We're doing all this on Juneteenth. Come on, let it go. Let it out. So I saw in that clip, that was some months ago too. You can go and reference it and find it, where he told this guy, he was on and on about this guy, and I think it was about old school hip hop heads and how, and so one, honor them, which I believe you should. But he was saying to the guy, like, I'm so rich, I got this and I got that, and I'm this and that. None of that could be further from the truth. You know, he has turned around, and then again, I have records and evidence of this where he's told the kids in writing, we have it, text messages, I'm broke, I this, I that, I can't, you know, go get it from your mom. Now, meanwhile, I have been financially carrying this person probably for the last at least 10 years, myself and my ex-husband. Again, this is all proven with receipts, so if whatever, somebody doesn't like what I'm saying, you know, we can talk about it, we can come, we can open up our receipts. I love it, I love receipts. But I've taken care of this person to the tune of many, many, many millions of dollars to help with their bills, their overhead, their companies that they run into the ground, their unsuccessful bids, all of their stuff. I don't necessarily speak for my kids, but I think I could take probably a good shot at it. They're sleeping right now because it's, you should honor them, which I believe you should. Not even 8:30 in the morning. But my two oldest girls, they're young women. They're young women of the world. I think that was very tough for them, that their dad like kind of cut them off and cut off conversation and cut off helping them. And he's even said things to them like, why did you go to college? You shouldn't have gone to college. You wasted that money. You could have saved it. While I'm up here trying to hustle the kids over the finish line. Not even 8:30 in the morning. Just start to see my kids. We didn't just go through a divorce. We went through this divorce, I don't know, 20 years ago. 20 some odd years ago. So this is not a situation, again, you can get receipts, you can go see where they say like, oh, kids been brainwashed, but we've been fine up until these past several years. So, you know, what happened? All of a sudden now the kids are brainwashed. All of a sudden now these young women who are grown women are babies. You know, they have their own relationship with you. You have your own not existent relationship with them. I'm just asking that you please leave us alone. You know, I've tried to go to lawyers and get help. I've tried to show all the crazy texts. I've had to block, like, you do crazy shit, like send flowers to yourself and take a picture and post it on the gram and tell everybody I sent you flowers.
That's really, really sad for all of them. You know, I'm leaning towards believing them, but who knows? We will never know. I just don't feel like they have a motive to come out here and say these things about Russell Simmons. As Kimora said, he was sending them about $500 a month, and we know that she has that. So it's definitely not, in my opinion, money related. But as I mentioned, take a look at some of the messages. I'll read one of Aoki's messages, and then I will give you guys time to read the others. I'll be back at the end with just a little more commentary after this. So here Aoki says, my father is not well for years. He needs help and won't accept that he refuses to acknowledge he is not himself. He has threatened and bullied my sister, my grandma. He has harassed my grandma in the middle of the night in poor health. Send a man to my sister's apartment at 2 a.m. to scare her. He lashes out at anyone who does not say, oh, Russell, everything is fine. Well, it's not fine. If I never get a fashion job again, like he threatens, I'll be a lawyer, I guess, and work in criminal justice. Sure, I love my job, but if he takes it away from me, I won't die. You don't threaten my sister and grandmother and mother and say, who's gonna believe you? I'm Russell Simmons. Nobody thinks I'm crazy. Well, he is. And here she states, some of us do think he's mentally ill or experiencing something like dementia. He really acts like he hates and does not know his children frequently. Prior to his media issues, he was really the best dad ever and a great co-parent. He and my mom were best friends. We all defended him against anything, and then he suddenly turned on anyone who would let him lash out. It's really just terrifying. It's a really just terrifying change to watch. And guys, this is the last message that I'm going to read. As I mentioned, there will be text messages that you guys can read yourself at the end. It was an exchange between Russell and Aoki. But she put, I have done everything I could do since I was 15. I have tried my hardest to not have drama, to be quiet and calm for the sake of the family that I love. But I don't know what a person can do at this point. Maybe if I was older, I would know. So yeah, this is a really bad look if you ask me for Russell Simmons. I do believe his girls. I do believe Kimora. And I think that Russell is probably over there going crazy in Bali because he wants to come back to the United States. So I guess he feels like as long as he's doing a little yoga, he's all good. I'll go ahead and stick in a little story from Russell Simmons. As I mentioned, you guys read the text exchange. Once you're done, drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Do you believe that something is going on with him? Or do you think that they are just acting out because he cut off $500 a month? Drop down in the comments, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Please also make sure to like the video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. Bye. And guys, if you didn't have enough time to read the text messages, just go back and hit pause, and then that way you can read it. They were very interesting. Seems like he does have some anger issues. But like I said a little bit earlier, I will chat with you guys soon. Bye.